things have changed over the last year even, right? Just marketing rates and everything else has changed. Is there anything that you look back and you were like, damn, that was pretty obvious that things had gotten out of hand, right? Like I just think about it from how much money was being printed, what inflation was, some of these deals, what they were going for, right? We had, there was crypto specific companies paying, as you know, ridiculous amounts for some of these marketing partnerships and stuff like that. Is there anything you look back on and you're like, that was a sign that I should have seen a lot of this coming, or did you see it coming even?
Oh, I think everything cycles. So I'm not. The hard thing is predicting when, not if.
Yeah.
I definitely saw this coming. I couldn't have told you exactly what was going to happen when. I don't know that anybody can.
Just money was out of control at the time, and
it was very clear to me. I mean, we said this even when we went public. We said there's been almost a 10-year bull market at this point. At some point, that's not like there's never been an infinite bull market. Yeah. There's always a bear market at some point. There's always a period of correction. Do I know when that's going to be? Do I know how severe it's going to be? Do I know what sectors it's going to hit the most or what? No, but I know it's coming. And, I think I always feel like that was something on our mind. And at the same time, I've also been asked, like, would you do anything differently? And obviously you'd always, hindsight, do some things differently. But from like an overall approach standpoint, no, because I think that, you have to sort of operate within the environment you're in. We started talking a lot here about windows. You have windows of time. So for example, 2020 and 2021, there was a window where fundraising was very important. I raised money 4 times in an 11-month span. Now there's
because
a window.
You could.
And it was not going to be there forever.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
so
I mean,
the window closes at some point. So you got to take advantage when the window's open. Now we're in a window where we have an opportunity because there isn't as much out of control competitive spending. Investors are demanding more efficiency and profit. So everybody's focusing on it. We have a window where we can really focus there, and we can do that also while continuing to be competitive. Because everybody's pulling back to some extent. And if we can be smarter about where we pull back and really surgical about it, then we can actually continue to grow top line outsized versus the market. And we can do a better job cutting cost and becoming more efficient without sacrificing either of those things. And there's all sorts of ways to look at windows. You can look at windows of business opportunity strategically. Like, I've talked to my team about like Netflix. So Netflix had a window where, Blockbuster didn't figure out that the world was moving to e-commerce and people wanted to order stuff on the internet and have it delivered to their house and not go get it. Then they had a window where media companies didn't really understand the value of streaming and were selling a lot of their content, renting it, I should say, for dirt cheap.
Yep.
I think they're paying like $5 million a year or something for Stars. And then the next time that came up was like $300 million. So they had to figure out in that window, how do we start to develop our own content so we're not so reliant on third-party content? So there's all these ways and companies that take advantage of the windows and really maximize the most important thing. And there's usually like lots of things you're working on, but there's a most important thing in that window. Those are the ones that can continue to through in these points in the cycle, they actually get better because they're doing something that they couldn't do earlier. And then if you don't, then, you could end up non-existent or at least stagnant. So it's really important, we talk about, to take advantage of whatever the most important thing is in that window of time, because eventually the window closes. And it's really hard to predict when. So you just got to know when you're in it, what you should be doing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.